Child, what is this? Like,
Put it right there, made it easy for you to get to. Now you wanna act like you don't know what to do. After I done done everything that you asked me, grabbed you, grabbed you, liked you, tried you, moved so fast, baby, no, I can't find you.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, back to another great video. Today we are going to be talking about my thoughts on the Beyonce Renaissance album. Like everything from my favorite songs to how I feel about the album, all that good stuff. So sit back and relax, get your popcorn, get your snacks, like, cause it's a vibe. Just a quick disclaimer, this video is not to bash anyone, not to throw anybody under the bus, anything like that. These are just my thoughts about the album, how I received the album, and what the album made me feel. Like, that's it, that's all. To throw this out there, I've been a Beyonce fan. If anybody that knows me personally, they know that I love me some B, okay? I love me some Beyonce, okay? I'm talking about them early Destiny Child days, them Fighting Temptation days, Dream Girls and everything else. Yeah, I'm her. Like, I've always been a Beyonce fan. I fought tooth and nail with people to see her greatness, because people be really saying some crazy stuff about her and we not gonna have that. So I want to make that clear. Like, I am a huge Beyonce fan, so, but I just feel like I have an unpopular belief about this album. I've been a Beyonce fan, so yeah, like, we ain't gonna do that. So I think this is her 7th studio album. Yeah, this is her 7th studio album. And it's supposed to be a dedication to her late Uncle Johnny, who basically inspired her, he raised her and stuff like that. So it was a dedication to him. So the album, honestly, I waited up for this album. The album was supposed to drop at midnight, and it really wasn't midnight for me, to be honest, because like where I was, it was like 10 p.m. But I guess where she was, it was maybe 12 o'clock, but it dropped sometime around 10, 11 o'clock. That's when it had dropped. And before then, it was Break My Soul, I think, that I heard first, and then the rest of the album kind of dropped. And when I heard the album, I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely a different Beyonce than what I'm used to. And I'm all for artists like evolving and, you know, switching up their style. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But my problem with it is just it wasn't given. It was like it was missing something. It was like, what I don't know what it was that it was missing, but it was missing. And you know, I'm not saying it like she's a bad artist, because you know Beyonce always delivers. You know, she always delivers. Every song, every note, visuals on point, all of that. Like, it's always the best, the best of the best. So with this, I was confused. I was like,
child, what is this? You know,
the album just wasn't my cup of tea. And I listen to everything. Comes from both parents, like, but like my mom, she mostly listens to a set genre of music. Like, she listens to like 70s and pop and stuff like that. That's her thing. But like my father, he has more of an eclectic music taste. So he listens to like rock and rap, R&B, all types of music he listens to. Like, he's the type of person that listens to songs in like 30 different versions. Like, he listens to everything. So that kind of like led me to listening to a lot of different kinds of music, because, you know, growing up, that's what they listen to, you know. So it's not the genre of music per se, it's just the album itself. Reason being, number one, and like I said, I listen to all types of music, so it wasn't, you know, that. But the language and the constant need for vulgarity and obscene language was just kind of like, now you don't need to do this. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite because I listen to a lot of music where, you know, they curse, you know, they might talk about, you know, some things or whatever. It's not natural coming from somebody like a Beyonce, because Beyonce is like, she's queen status. And like, you don't gotta do all of this. That's just my personal opinion. Like, I don't think it was necessary for her to be that vulgar and that obscene in her songs. Like, I just don't think that she should have went that route. It was kind of like a thing of trying to fit in with the generation of today. I don't understand that, because it's like, you Beyonce, like, you ain't gotta do all of that. Like, leave that to the new people. Like, you don't have to do that at all. And I was not really feeling the album at all. However, it's not all the way, you know, terrible. There was like maybe 5 songs that I liked, that I think are worth checking out. I like Cozy. I like America's Got a Problem, Summer Renaissance, Virgo's Groove, like, yes, something for the Virgos, like, period. And Move, like Break My Soul too. I kind of like that song too. But those 5 that I mentioned, for sure, those are songs that I went and I'm like, okay, let me go back and listen to this again, because especially that Summer Renaissance song, that was a Donna Summer sample, and I really like that. I really like that. Like, I really did. That's a song that I like. And the other songs that I mentioned, those are songs that I liked. I did like a lot of the songs on there. So I'm not saying that like I didn't like any of the songs and don't go listen to the album, because the album was pretty decent. All I'm saying is that it was missing something, and it was just, it's unusual coming from her. With all the cursing and stuff like that, it's kind of unusual coming from Beyonce, because I've listened to Beyonce since I was a little kid, and she's always delivered in a way that I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting this way at all. So I don't really know how to receive it, because I'm not used to this type of Beyonce. But you know, she got 2 more albums coming out, because I think this is number 1. So she got 2 more coming out, and at this point I'm just looking forward to seeing what they have to offer. And it's not that I'm looking, because a lot of people are like, let me get the old Beyonce, you know, and all that stuff. I personally know that, you know, all artists sometimes they evolve and they switch up their style and stuff like that. Like, so I wasn't expecting her to go back to Destiny Child days, because Beyonce hasn't been that in years. So I'm not gonna expect something like that from her now. But it just wasn't giving what I needed. It was missing something. It wasn't giving at all. I don't know what's this need for needing to the need for artists of today, like trying to keep up with them. Like, you don't have to do that, Beyonce. You are one of the biggest acts, the biggest female acts out right now. You don't have to do that. Like, the girls are looking up to you. Like, oh my God, like, Beyonce, you literally drop a picture on Instagram and the fucking world goes crazy. They go crazy. So you don't need to do all this in your songs. Like, we get that you that girl. We know you that girl. Like, we know, baby, we know. So you don't have to let us know this way. Let us know in a different way. But you don't have to let us know with all of this that you put in these songs. It's just, it's not true. It's not true at all. And a lot of people were saying like, oh, you know, her vocals, they did it on this album, like they made the album. I was not worried about her vocals at all, because we all know that Beyonce can sing, okay? She can definitely sing. So I was not worried about her vocals, her visuals, nothing with the album, because I knew that it was going to be great. I was not worried about any of that. It just took me by surprise when I started listening, and I'm like, And I listened to this album 15 different times, y'all. And I do not know what it is. And I don't understand, like, why she came out and it's like, you know, doing all this. Like, Beyonce, you don't have to keep up with the times and stuff that these girls doing today. Like, you're so much bigger than that. Like, she is so much bigger than that. So much bigger than that. So there was no need for this. It was just kind of like, why? Like, why? And I think I'm more so disappointed than anything because I was really looking forward to this album because she hadn't released, before this album, she hadn't released no music, like no album in a while. So when I heard that she was releasing an album, I'm like, let me go check this out. Like, let me go check this out because this gotta be good. It's Beyonce, so I know it's gonna be good. Like, I ain't even worried about that. Just drop the album so I can hear it. But then when she dropped it, I'm like,
back up the bus, cause
this is a little much for me. It's a little much for me. Disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
Rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
I still love Beyonce. I'm still gonna rock with her. I'm still a loyal fan. I'm to the forever and always. Also, Khalid said something about the song Energy, sampled her song Milkshake. Now, like I said, I listened to the album quite a few times. And I have nothing against Khalees, you know, Milkshake, that's my jam. I love that. And I love I'm Boss Sad, like I love that song. But I did not hear no sample. I didn't hear no sample. And that's just me being real. I didn't hear the sample. I didn't hear the sample at all. You know, so I don't know if my ears don't work or I don't know, but I didn't hear the sample. This situation actually reminds me of when Miley Cyrus came out with We Won't Stop. And that's another one. I have been a fan of Miley Cyrus like for forever. Okay, I'm still a fan of Miley Cyrus. I love me some Miley Cyrus and I love me some Beyonce. Oh, it's kind of like, it's weird. It was because I went from watching Miley Cyrus, you know, growing up and stuff, and you know, she was just like so I don't know what's the word, but she was just different. And then when she came out with We Won't Stop, I'm like, child, what is this? Like, I was just blown away like the rest of the world was. But I still love Miley. I still love Beyonce. Like, I will be a Beyonce fan to probably till God say, come on home, sis. Like, I love her. Like, I really love her. Like I said in my Q&A, Beyonce inspired me. Like, I love me some Beyonce. So this is not no bashing video, no nothing like that. This is just my thoughts on the album and how I felt about it. You know, she got 2 more albums coming out, so I'm gonna be looking forward to that. But as far as the album, it didn't give at all. But anyway, y'all, make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what y'all think about my thoughts on the album. Like, I am eager to hear everybody's commentary. You know, I'm ready for it all. So let me know what you think about the album, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and check out my other videos as well. See y'all in the next one. Bye.